Hello Saturnians! Let's do some serious magic today. I have to kinda whisper as it is very late at night and I have a guest sleeping here just in the next room, so I don't want to wake them up. We will have a full moon in Taurus on October 31st, so this is going to be a very special Halloween night and I will show you how to make the most of this beautiful moon, which is perfect for magic. So I am making this video days in advance so that when October 31st comes, you will know exactly what to do. But you can do this every full moon. If you happen to come across this video during any full moon, you can follow these steps and it will work perfectly. It is just that this one full moon will be extra special. I'll also share a trick that works every single time to take your magic to the next level. By the way, thank you so much for being here. Please like and share this video, and if you're new, subscribe for more videos like this. I am so happy you're here. Right, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that I want to explain to you is how to use the moon sign in your favor. Taurus is an earth sign, and it's all about the things we can touch with our physical hands and see with our physical eyes. Taurus reflects our need for stability, security, and beauty in the physical world. Taurus is directly connected with Earth, our ability to create concrete things. Therefore, Taurus is the best moon for creating amulets and talismans, physical objects that we can touch and manifest things in the physical reality. When it's full moon in Taurus, our ability to manifest desires and turn them into things with a shape and a form is temporarily enhanced. But what you may not know is that there is one way to make the moon work for you without too much effort, and here is how. Have a look at your own birth chart and find the house in which the cusp of Taurus falls. In my case, it falls in my second house of money, values, and material possessions. So because of that, I'll make and charge an amulet that will help me with financial stability, money making, and feeling more stable when it comes to mundane matters. You will also take note of the planets that fall in Taurus in your birth chart, and you will also use this piece of information to charge your amulet accordingly. For instance, if you have Venus in Taurus on your 7th house, you may want to make an amulet that will help you achieve stability and security in your relationships. Or if you want to be in a relationship, you could make an amulet to attract somebody with Taurus traits, somebody who will be very stable, very earthy and beautiful, somebody who will be in a long-lasting, loving relationship with you. I don't recommend you do this with a specific person in mind, as the magic happens always within yourself, not in the other person's mind. This will change your own energy in order to attract the traits you desire. It's not going to change somebody else's mind. Or let's say you have Mercury in Taurus in the second house. So your amulet will be about making money through Mercury, that is publishing something, writing something, communicating something. We will use the energy of the house and the planet. And you see how this amulet will be extremely personalized. It will work only for you because you already have those possibilities within yourself. So the full moon is momentarily illuminating latent possibilities, and you will use this astrological window of opportunity to help the universe understand what you want. And here you can be extremely detailed. You can add the energy of all your planets in Taurus and add them to the mix. You will see that the purpose of the amulet will become really specific to you and to your life in particular. So, once you've seen what placements you have in Taurus, what you will do is you grab a little piece of paper like this, and you make yourself a sigil using the symbols of those planets. If you have an empty house in Taurus, use the energy of the house to determine the purpose and add the Taurus symbol to your sigil. You can be extremely creative here, but make it simple because you will have to make two identical sigils. Around your sigil, you write what you desire in a very simple way. You could simply write money, or love, or contract, new car, new home, protection, as long as this is in accordance with your astrological placements. I have a friend who has Moon and Jupiter in Taurus in 4th house, and I'll be making an amulet for her to protect her home. You will then remove the vowels and rearrange the letters around it. Now we have a sigil that incorporates the energy of your planets in Taurus, your desire, and is specific only for you. This is 1,000 times more powerful than general amulets because, as I said, this one will feed from the energy you already have in yourself. You already have in you. You were born with it. Important thing is we will make two identical sigils. They need to be identical, so do your best here. Make it simple. I'll tell you why in a minute. You have to understand something about magic. The planets don't decide for themselves what they're going to do with your life. They function like an algorithm, just following a cosmic script. A planet doesn't have a will of its own. It has only a code and a program. Do you think the sun needs to make a decision to rise every day? Do you think the moon all of a sudden decides to become full? No, they are doing their own thing, unaware of the impact they have on you, following their program exactly and without fail. The way that your life responds to the planetary cycle is also on autopilot, and here is the secret. Your consciousness is the only thing that is aware and can make a decision. Everything else is on autopilot. So, since everything is a program except for the awakened mind, once you receive the energy from the planetary transits, you can decide how they will manifest. Of course, there are limitations because Saturnian energy, for instance, cannot become Neptunian energy according to your will, or a Virgo energy cannot become Cancer energy. But you can decide whether the Taurus energy you will receive from the full moon will manifest as stagnation and fear of change, or stability and protection. If you don't make this decision, external causes and conditions will decide for you, and you will be subject to the randomness of the matrix. So when we do magic, we're making the algorithm work on our behalf. So we made the sigil, and next step is to make the actual amulet. You could make one yourself, or you could use something you already own, like a pendant, a ring, a bracelet, a charm that you can keep in your wallet, for instance. Make it related to the purpose. I would make something that I would use inside my wallet if it was money related, and a ring if it has to do with relationships or alliances. If it's related to writing and publishing, you could use a stone to leave on your desk while you write. If you're an artist, you could do this to the brush you use to paint. You see, the possibilities are endless. So next, what we want to do is place the sigil, the object you've chosen, and the crystal inside a jar. I'll talk more about this in a minute. Now, In the first night of full moon, when you see the moon up in the sky, you will put a bottle of filtered water outside where it can receive moonlight. You will take the second sigil and place it under the bottle. You will leave the bottle there all night. I have a full video on how to make moon water, so you can watch that one after this and learn how to make moon water properly. But it's simple. You put a bottle of water outside, the sigil under the bottle, and you will leave it there all night. Do not let the bottle receive sunlight. You will have to wake up before the sun rises to collect your bottle. I am sorry if you like to sleep. I like that too. But real magic takes effort and discipline. You can go back to sleep after you collect your bottle. So, you will repeat this process for 2 nights of full moon. You see the moon, you put the bottle outside with the sigil under the bottle, you collect the bottle at dawn, and next day you put it there again to receive moonlight. During the day, you put the bottle in a dark place so it doesn't receive any light. Now, every night when you put your water outside, you will light a candle at the top of the lid of your jar, and you will meditate in front of the candle until it burns entirely. Single-mindedly, you will sit there and visualize your desire giving results. Take the time. You have to stay until the candle burns entirely. So please don't use those very large candles. Use a small, simple one like this. You will stare at the flame dancing around and visualize your desires in detail. Try to see your wish coming true in your mind. Meanwhile, moon water is outside receiving moonlight. In the third night, instead of putting the water outside to receive moonlight, you will simply light the candle again for the third time, but you will take the sigil that you use under the bottle and burn it in the candle as you visualize. Then you will drink the bottle of water. Drink it all at once. You can also do this process with a tin of water and use it for a bath, as long as you also have a bit to drink. So burn the sigil, drink the water, let the candle burn entirely for the third night. And here is the trick. You will not take the object immediately. No, you will leave it there with the other sigil. Maybe the wax of the candle sealed the lid, so you'll leave it there for a while. You can hide the jar somewhere. During the next day, you will not open the jar. You will not touch it. You will not look at it. You will leave it there. If the ritual was completed successfully, after some days, I can't tell how many days exactly. It depends on your ability to visualize and concentrate. For some people, it could be a week, 2 weeks, a month even. For others, however, it works almost immediately. But there is something I call the opening of the womb. At some point, you will receive a small sign that your spell is working. It could be something simple, like if you're doing this for money, you could find money on the street. I don't know, a $10 note maybe. Or if you are doing this to attract relationships, you may receive an unexpected message from someone. Now, when you notice this first sign, whether it is unexpected money, messages, a business opportunity, this means that the womb wants to expel their baby. I see the jar with the sigil and the amulet and crystal as a womb. The amulet is charged. We gave it its own consciousness, a soul. When it's fully formed, the water will break. And here is what you're going to do. When you receive the sign, you will go to your jar, open it, get your amulet, burn the sigil inside the jar. Put everything else away. You have your amulet, it's ready to use, and it's extremely powerful. Now rejoice, it has worked already and will continue to work for as long as you have the amulet with you.